All right, we're going to be taking a look at how to recreate Lara Croft from Tomb Raider inside the Dragon's Dogma 2 character creator. This is based off of the latest games from Square Enix. I've also tried to replicate her cuts and how dirty she gets, usually shown on like the title screen, stuff like that. So let's get into it. For the base head, I'm using base head number 17. And for the base skin, we are using number 27 with skin color 14, 0 wrinkles, and 39 skin sheen. Let's jump into these sliders. For body, we are looking at 185 height with a torso length of 20, muscle style set to type 2, muscle strength set to 100, traps size set to -20, the upper body mass is set to 5, the lower body mass is set to 16, the upper body size at -45, and the lower body size at -72. For the head, we're looking at a head size of -30, a head length of 56, a width of -7, depth of 3, face height of 34, neck length of 73, and a neck thickness of -12. For the upper body, we are looking at shoulder width -39, shoulder size -29, chest thickness -46, chest size 22, chest shape 48.5, chest height -15, torso width -100, torso depth -63, arm length -19, arm size 42, upper arm is at 34, and the forearms are at 37. For the lower body, we are looking at a waist width of -99, a waist size of -45, rear size of 37, leg size at -13 for overall, the thighs at -54, and the calves at 13. For the posture, I went and set her at a -75 for movement, an elbow angle of -75, knee angle at -91, and her posture at 42. So this is what she'll look like when she's walking with armor on. Next up, let's go ahead and take a look at her head. So for the brow, we are at -68. Brow spacing, we are at 17. The brow depth, we are at 85 overall, 30 for the inner, and 11 for the outer. For the brow angle, we are at -22, and for the brow bend, we are at 12. For the eyes, the eye height, we have at -52. The width at 11, the depth at -53, the eye size at 30, the angle at -78, and we have about 35 squint in each eye. For her nose, we're using a length of 42, a bridge width of 26, a bridge height of -52, the bridge bump overall 13 with -87 on the upper and -100 on the lower. Nostril size of 8, nostril height of -6, the width at -36, the tip depth is at -29, the angle at -19, and the sharpness at 64. Obviously change any values that you feel necessary. Her ears, I just left normal, and actually now that I'm looking at them, you could probably bump these up in size a little bit. Change these however you feel fit. I don't usually find the ears all that important. For the cheeks, I'm at a -9, a -57 for the cheek bulge, and a -100 on the neck fat. For the height, I'm at full 100 with 51 width and -1 on the cheek depth. For her mouth, we are at -9 on the height, -6 on the width, and the protrusion at -3. Her corners are at -17. Obviously, if you want to give her a little smirk, you can raise that up to something like 26. For the lower lip, I just have that set at 1. For the jaw, we are looking at a -6 for the definition. For the width at -60, the position -7, protrusion -99, her chin height at -100, she's got a very small chin. Her width at 22, the protrusion at 63, and the chin sharpness at 62. For the hair, there's a number of different hairstyles you can go with. I personally like the number 7. You could go for, let me find it here real quickly. There's one Right here, you could go with something like 33. Unfortunately, it gives her 2 braids and not 1, but it does give you the kind of overbangs that she has in front. If you want to go more towards the original style of hair braid, here you can get a single hair braid. But then again, she's also got a lot of bangs, which she doesn't really have. So you could also go with this style. It's more like almost like I think Angelina Jolie had her hairstyle kind of something like this in the movies. But personally, I liked the number 7. For her eyebrows, we are at a number 3 for the type, number 1 for the color, and thickness at 73. For her eyes, we are at 143 for the iris, 139 for the secondary, green eyes on this version, 111 on the tertiary, and then her iris size is at -5 and her pupil size is at -29. For eyelashes, we are at 110, 67, and 78 for density. Eyeshadow, we are at number 2, number 48 for color 1, number 1 for color 2. The intensity at 61, the coverage at 100, the opacity at 16. So this just gives just a little bit of coloration, you'll see, under her eyes. For the eyeliner, we don't have any. For freckles, we're empty. Cheeks were empty. Her lips, we have type 5 set. We have number 23 for color, and then color spread is 100, opacity is 15, and lip sheen is at 55. This just brightens up her lips a little bit. If I go to type 1 here, compared to type 5, you'll just see they get a little bit brighter. Teeth are normal. For the tattoos and scars, we have 2 body scars on. For the first scar, it is the one on her nose here. This is going to be scar number 5. The vertical is at 51, horizontal -1. Rotation -14 with a scale of 2, tiling of 1, the opacity is 87, intensity of 80, and sheen of 81. Then we also have the second scar enabled here. This is the one down by her lip. This is going to be number 6. The vertical position is 39, horizontal is -3. We have a -30 rotation. Overall scale of 3, vertical set to 2, horizontal set to 3. Tiling is 1 again. For the opacity, we're at 100 with 80 intensity and 98 sheen. And then last but not least, the dirt. So I've got dirt set to type 3, 90 coverage, and 62 opacity. Obviously, if you don't want this turned on, you can turn it off, give her cleaner skin. I went kind of more like the title screen aesthetic that they give her, and we've got her kind of grunged up a little bit. So that's it. That is our sliders for Lara Croft. I've got her class set to Archer here. And hopefully you guys enjoy that. Obviously, change any of the sliders you feel necessary. That's going to be it for this one. I'll catch you guys later. I'm out. Deuces.